NCRP Productions presents the Muttinshire Chronicles, a Pugmire actual play podcast. Story 1, The Calling. Episode 2.
Welcome everybody, and welcome to Pugmire. Today we are continuing our canine adventure, and we are going to go around the table real quick and introduce our players and our dogs, starting with Pedro.
Hey everybody, it's Pedro. I'm playing Lucille, the runner.
Hey everyone, it's Barry. I am doing Riggs Boxer. I'm a Fettles.
This is Ryan. I'm playing Bishop, the herder, Australian cattle dog.
This is Josh. I am playing the St. Bernard Bosley, the worker dog.
For ease, you're a blue healer.
Yes.
Blue healer.
Blue healer. Or a cattle dog, or, they're,
Not an Australian Shepherd, which means the Assyrian.
Not an Australian Shepherd, yeah. Totally. Australian cattle dog, which, is a blue healer. Right. Yeah. Big difference between an Australian Shepherd and a blue healer.
Those things are crazy.
What, blue healers or the Australian cattle dog?
The Australian Shepherd. They got two different eyes. Can't trust them.
Yeah, the Australian, they've got two different eyes, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I know an half Australian Shepherd, half German Shepherd. Got a lot of energy, very intelligent. You tell her something, she's like, burp. She'll buff back at you, like she talks back, And,
trust me, that's a dog on the spectrum.
I'm telling you, she's a unique beast, but she's adorable as can be.
Dog on the spectrum.
Yeah, sleeps on her back with her feet in the air. Yeah, total just princess, That's Tammy's dog. So, shout out to Bella. All right, so when we last left off, you guys are ramping up to put yourselves in as a team for the calling, which is a path of, call it like a rite of passage, as dogs for your callings and your place in society of Muttinshire, which is the village you live in. You guys trade with a very rigid, militaristic lifestyle nearby village called Doberton, which is a bunch of Dobermans. And they've come to Muttinshire to do their quarterly trade festival. And you guys have spent some time foraging and finding some things you thought might be, worth trade for different things. And you've struck some deals, and, you've worked with some of your friends like Cordell to sell tripweed and things like that to get some things. And where we last left off, Lucille had previously came across a deceased forest animal, a stag that and took its horn, and has found out in the meantime from Delaquan that the leader of the Dobermans has as a symbolic of his rule or his reign of over the Dobermans right now is he's got something similar to that, and has been warned that if you're going to go flashing this thing around, it could be mistaken as maybe a theft. And we're at the bazaar, if you will, or the trade bazaar, trade fair, which is very similar to like a Ren fair. And Lucille has brandished the stag antler to say, "Hey, I think you might be interested in this." And I'm trying to acquire some padded clothing as makeshift armor to help protect us when we go on the calling. And when you brandish the antler, the red-haired Doberman begins to bark, right? And that's where we pick up. So Doberman starts barking loud.
Yeah.
What's your immediate,
What kind of bark is it to me?
It's an alarming bark, alerting bark.
So immediately I will hold on to this tighter and look around and start barking too, like there's something we need to alert people to.
One dog starts barking, the other one starts barking.
Yeah. So I'm like, what's the matter? Like what? I'm like barking and looking at this dog, like what's the matter?
All right.
Where's the problem?
She stops barking and she says, "Where'd you get that?"
I found it in the woods.
Right. Okay. So go ahead and give me a charisma roll. It's going to be an opposed roll.
That's rude. That's a 5.
I've got a 12. Are you going to go with your 5?
Unless anybody wants me to use a point to see if I don't fail this.
Yeah, Dave, you want to mention to our audience what we have in the center bowl there?
Yeah. So in the center of the table, we've got a dog bowl. And inside the dog bowl are what we call fortune pieces. And those fortune pieces can be used to re-roll rolls in the event as long as everyone around the table agrees. And fortune can also be added to the fortune bowl by voluntarily failing rolls in order to gain more fortune. So at the beginning of every session, the fortune bowl starts with 2 pieces of fortune. Last session, we used one of them, which reduces down to 1. But since it's a new session, we get to go ahead and replenish the fortune bowl back up to 2. So there are currently 2 pieces in the fortune bowl.
So yeah, I vote yes.
Yes.
Reuse.
Okay.
Bosley.
Taking it to the.
Bosley.
Oh.
Raj, yeah.
All right.
All right,
Okay.
almost
So
no.
go ahead and re-roll your roll.
Okay, so using a different die. Hey, 15.
Okay, 15. You say, I found it in the woods.
Yeah.
The dog gets quiet and kind of looks up, looks left, right, leans forward, sniffs it, like really this gives you this scrutinizing look, like not sure if she believes you or not. Really seems moved by this thing. Like it really deeply, like seems very concerned, but she's like, you need to put that away.
Well, why? I don't put it away real
Stop.
quick.
That's gonna get you killed.
Oh.
What? It's just a horn.
It's not just a horn. It's representative to our way of life. There's only one dog that carries the horn, and that's Horst. If you're caught with that, they catch you.
What? So Delacron was right. So this is the symbol of your. I'm so sorry. I didn't know this was something bad. So you won't trade it for that?
No, I don't want anything to do with it. Get it away.
Oh, okay.
And you best take my advice. You keep that thing hidden.
I
At least for the day.
I will. Thank you. I appreciate your help. Have a good day. And I just run.
She's like, run off.
Yeah, I just tucked this
She's like,
thing in.
it was all, she wanted nothing to do with that. Like, no.
Tail
You know?
tucked between your legs.
as tucked. This thing is tucked into my jacket.
It's like, and so,
Can be.
yeah, the Saluki is a long kind of, wispy-haired dog, that kind of resembles like a greyhound or something.
Or it's in my rucksack.
Or
That's
whippet.
It's in my rucksack.
So you got a rucksack. You stash that thing in the rucksack. And yeah, so from that exchange, you feel that what Delacron was saying is confirmed.
Oh my gosh, I got proof Delacron was right. Okay, wait, I gotta find everybody. Where are they? And I'm just gonna run around town until I find them.
Okay, so eventually,
I'm on all fours too.
okay, so eventually you're gonna come across Bishop. Who's now Bishop is. So you just got done making a deal. You picked up a flint and steel and 6 feet of fishing line and 2 hooks. So you just got done doing the deal. You traded for the rest of your mint leaf when Lucille comes running up.
I see you much quicker than I can stop. So then I basically just skid on the dirt, and then I see you stand up on all twos, and I'm like, Bishop, we might have some problems. Where is everybody?
Everyone's spread around. What's the problem?
We're spread around where? I'll go find them. Do you know where
bazaar.
they're at? The bazaar? Okay, you stay here. And I'm just gonna go until I find everybody.
All right. So next person that you're going to come across is Bosley. Bosley's over by the Twisted Tail, lapping up a bunch of looks like stew meat, stew or something like that, out of a large bowl. Just deep dive, putting it all into the bowl. Really just lapping it up. Really not focused on anything other than
Then what definitely gets your attention then is the sound of like some barrels crashing, and then you'll look up and you'll see that I have skid as I've taken a turn, seen you, and like ran into something, and I'm standing up and I see you, and I just kind of I just pad up to you on 2 legs this time. Hey, Bosley. Hey, I think we have a problem. Bishop is over there, and I'll tell them where Bishop. Could you go meet us there right now? I have to go find Riggs, and then just go over to Bishop, and then I run away.
All right, so I'll kind of very still head and bowl most of the time. She's talking, and as it processes, I'll slowly lift my head out, finish off whatever's there.
It's all dripping off your jowls, right? Slop, do I really want to get up?
Yeah, work my way up and go headed towards trying to pick up Bishop's scent.
Okay, yeah, not a problem, right? After a few moments of searching, open your eyes all the way, you're kind of okay, you're able to find Bishop.
All right, licking whatever's left off of the front on my nose.
Bosley comes, walking up with some type of, sauce dripping from his jowls, and just kind of finishing off some type of meal. So then you're going to go try and find Riggs?
Yeah.
All right, what's Riggs doing?
What's Riggs doing?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Riggs is still finishing with Cordell. Cordell wanted to walk me around, didn't he?
Well, so Cordell just got done moving his product.
Oh yeah, that's it. We should be finished with doing that. That's what.
Okay,
Because
yeah.
he told me I had to come with him and trade. So.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you guys just finished up doing your negotiations with the Dobermans for moving his big satchel of tripweed. As you run up, he's expressing his displeasure and not being able to prepare more per day because he think he probably could have done a lot better at how easily he was able to move that.
I'm sorry, man. It hurts my paws to trim that much. I just can't do it.
But he does talk about Bishop had a really good idea of all people. He talked about crossbreeding the mint leaf with the tripweed.
So you take the tripweed and you get good breath.
Right.
Something to think about.
Yeah. Oh, so they're having he's having this discussion, Cordell and Riggs, as you come running up. You see Lucille's just barreling up to you guys.
And I get up on two paws and I lick the back of my paws and I'm like trying to fix my fur just a little bit because I've been running out.
Disheveled.
My ears are kind of flopped. One of them's turned
You
inside out.
do the whip with the head.
Yeah. So I bat that inside out ear back and I say, hey Riggs, we're meeting over here. Do you have a moment? And I'm looking, eyes darting from you
Right.
to...
And I want to look at Cordell. Cordell, we done? I gotta run with Lucille.
Yeah. Go do your thing, man.
Okay.
I got business to do.
Oh,
All right.
wait, Cordell's our friend. That's right.
Yeah, Cordell's your friend.
Oh, that's
yeah.
right. I'm like, oh, good. Okay, I found both of you. We need to meet up over there.
Yeah,
We might have a problem.
You want Cordell to
Why
Cordell,
you?
got
Hey,
mine?
hold on, honey. Why you all wound up?
We might be in some trouble.
That's exactly what I thought. Why don't you go on without me?
Yeah. That's what I thought. I just didn't want to exclude you. You're a good.
Oh no feelings. No hard feelings. Right? I've got business to take care of. I don't want. No, I'm not getting drug on some crazy adventure. Nothing like that. None of that. All right.
All right, Lucille, lead the way.
Yeah, and if you see Delaquan, just let him know that he was right and he can.
Oh
keep
dear
that
God,
going.
don't tell him that. He'll be insufferable. Don't tell him that, Cordell.
Okay, do as you want, Cordell. Let's go, and then I run.
I haven't seen that guy all morning. I don't know what he's doing.
So as we're running, if you keep up with him, I'm gonna ask you.
He's so good
It's
at
not
telling.
possible. He's never right. What the hell? Why do you think he's right?
Not out here. At the meeting.
Okay. So I'm gonna have that look again.
And I'm on all fours.
Are you guys meeting at the your guys' personal little meeting spot?
We
No,
go to
we're
where
catching
they
up with
are.
Bishop.
Okay,
And
we're
then
officially.
as we're all there, I say, okay, to the special meeting spot.
All right.
And then just run.
Let me do there.
Either of you guys knows what's going on.
What, John?
She's wound up.
No.
All right, so yeah, you guys all convene where Bishop is. You're like, okay, you're starting to get a little concerned. Like, okay, what is she so wound up about?
She's not this wound up.
Yeah. So.
All right. Well, so the three of us basically move the same speed.
Okay,
so
right. So you guys
we can
move.
run to go catch
Eventually,
up.
I
you'll.
get there first so I can rest for a second. So yeah, I collapse somewhere.
Right. You're sleeping by the time they get there.
Okay, good. I got a nap. I'm good. Okay.
This is the weirdest thing in the world, but you know what? I just took a cat nap. I don't know what that means.
All right, so you guys have all kind of come to your little meeting spot. There's like a log there where you guys like to hang out in the sun.
The
and-
log.
The log. Meet us at the log, right? So you're going to put them at the log, right?
It's got some cattails, some weeds growing up next to
Yeah,
it.
it's just, it's a cool place. You can dig underneath the log, but the log doesn't move, but it feels like you're doing something.
Right.
It works well from scratching up against it, right? And you can lay on it, and bathe in the sun. It's quite nice, actually.
Anything except peeing on it. No one pee on the log.
Nobody pees on the log.
It
Right.
is,
It already happens.
It is nobody's territory. No one pee on the log.
Okay, so as you guys finally arrive, I'm like, okay, I think I've caught my breath. Hey, so we might have a problem, guys. So
you
you
said that.
remember how when we were meeting with Delaquan and he said that horn was a symbol of Doberton's power and
Yeah,
we
it was-
didn't believe
it
him
was
because
horseshit. It's
he's
always
always
horseshit.
wrong.
He's always wrong.
He wasn't wrong.
What?
And I'll pull it out and I'll say this. I thought of a way, we can only go in with our clothes on our back, so I thought, well, what about some fancy Doberton clothes?
Oh, that's good thinking.
And I had 4 sets, one for each of us, but well, I pulled this out as trade, and well, they started. The owner started barking like there was an alert, and I didn't know what was the alert. I was the alert.
That's what the barking was.
Yeah, you probably heard it. You probably all heard it. And, it kind of went in a wave through town. So
shot her across the world.
Yeah.
Right.
So anyway, this person could have turned me into the Dobertons. Or whatever they are.
The Dobbies.
Yeah, the Dobbies. And yeah, she told me to put this away, and if I brought it out, I could be killed.
Well, if she didn't take it from you right then and there, it seems like she's probably not going to turn you in.
She didn't want anything to do with it. I tried again, but nothing.
Bishop, you ever seen one of these before?
You've seen one.
Yeah.
Yeah. You knew what it was when you saw it. You knew that it was a stag antler.
Yeah.
Apparently, the ruler does have one, and he holds it as a form of signature of power. We have something special.
Now, when you hold it, unlike a stick, this thing seems heavier duty, more solid than a stick. Where wood is, fibrous, and will give to the touch. You can squeeze it, and it absorbs liquid, moisture. This thing seems like solid. I mean, just solid and dense, and like, wow, this thing really. I mean, you get that it could be, maybe used as an ornament of some kind, It's not going to wither like a piece of wood was. If you chew on it, it might not splinter, So as you kind of look at it, you can see where it might be held in higher regard than like a really nice stick.
So I've heard you say antler, and I'm hearing you describe it as a horn. So is it a single, although it may be curvy, is it a single thing, or does it have branches
Yeah.
sticking
It's a
out?
single piece of antler.
Okay, it's a
So
single piece. Okay.
so-
Basically a horn.
It's a horn,
Yeah,
but
okay.
you don't
I
know.
I want to verify what. So no nubs, nothing like it is. It may not
No
be
forks
perfectly
off of it.
straight.
Yeah.
But it's
this piece,
okay.
the piece that you've got is straight. Yeah, it's a slightly curved to a point, but it doesn't look like there were any forks that came off of it.
So here's my thinking. So we go to we hide that. We hide that for a while. We just dig a place and bury it.
Yeah,
it's
bury it.
always
Bury
safe.
it. That's what I was
At
thinking.
least 2 inches deep. And then later, after we finish the calling, we can come back. We can take that into Doberton.
Can we do that?
They'll try to kill us.
So Bosley, go ahead and make a saving throw.
Which type of saving?
It's going to be your it's a Constitution save, or I'm sorry, it's a Wisdom save.
12.
12. All right. You succeeded, but barely. As the thought of trying to go and take over Doberton is very stressful to you.
Paw slightly at my barrel around my neck and just think about popping that cork for a moment, but
I mean, it doesn't have to be
Decide
immediately
against
after
it.
the calling, but I mean,
For
we'll
now.
have power. I mean, that's what the elder was saying, right? We'll come back from the calling changed.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Well, now, I'm using the skeptical one, but it seems perfectly reasonable to me. What's wrong with the idea?
Well, what about all the people in Doberton that don't want us to be? What do we do about them?
You have the thing. They would have to follow.
Well, no,
whoever has it.
But their ruler has one, so this is just a different one.
So maybe we could start a splinter. Maybe that's the way that we run our own city.
We're like not old enough for that.
No, but after the calling, I remember the change.
This is
That's what the elder said.
no, but we'll be stuck ruling people. We won't be able to. We'll be stuck here. Should I? I'm feeling like I'm being pushed or
Being
told
penned
what
in?
to do. I'm gonna roll my wisdom save.
Go ahead and roll your wisdom
do I
save.
know what
Oh,
the
man.
DC is?
It's 12.
12. Okay, 18. But you see me like kind of stand up and I'm getting a little bouncy. Okay, well, let's talk. Yeah, we could bury it.
So, yeah, I say we bury it. In fact, I start digging.
Yeah, this is a good.
I'm really concerned, so I'm actually going to go 3 inches.
You're going to bury it 3 inches at the log.
Yeah.
You're going to bury it at the log side. All right. So
Well,
you
he's
start
digging.
Alright.
I just want to mention that I probably haven't had a sip in a while, so even though I succeeded my roll, I like to take a sip anyway. Just to make
It's
So everyone
control-
besides Riggs needs to make a perception test. So this is going to be intelligence
So I'm
test.
getting down. I'm almost 2 inches here. This side over here, it's pretty easy to dig on this end. You're gonna have to bring it over. Bring it by. Let me see if I can set the size. I think I got it.
17.
Okay, 17.
Five.
Anyone that got a 15 or higher?
19.
Okay, 19. You're gonna notice in the distance, like, so the log, where the log is in relation to the dock. So you've got the dock that comes out, and then the log's probably It's probably like 50 yards from the dock. There's like this little kind of beachy area, you know, where it was like sand where the water kind of eroded and eroded the riverbank and kind of created this nice spot, and where you guys kind of hung out. Right? It's not where most of the patrons go to like bathe in the sun and stuff, but it's kind of become your spot.
Sure.
And so with all the festivities going on, anyone got a 15 or higher has taken notice that there are two of the, you know, the black-hairs that are standing at the edge of this festival looking your direction. They're standing there and they're kind of looking at each other and they're looking over your way. Riggs, you don't notice it because you're digging. You're like, is this deep enough?
Yep,
is this deep
exactly,
enough?
Exactly.
Right. But you see that they have taken notice of you. They're looking at each other. They're looking over at you. You know.
Riggs, buddy.
I'm oblivious.
So who got 15 or higher?
I got a 19.
Okay, 19. Okay. Did everyone get 15 or higher? No. Okay.
No, me and Pedro did.
So
five.
Lucille,
Bishop's watching me.
Lucille, you're going to
That's what I'm
immediately
saying.
think that red hair ratted me out.
Oh god, guys, wait, stop digging. Stop digging.
Why?
Riggs.
Why? I'm almost down.
I think that person might have
Nose
told
on my-
that
yeah, third of my nose.
that market person might have told. I see some dobies. They're coming this way.
So
now I'm gonna go up
now
to
you look
the
over point. You see there are two black-hairs standing there, kind of. They're not moving towards you. They're just standing there.
So wait, what?
Be cool, man. Be cool. They're not coming over here just yet.
Who's not coming over?
There's
Don't run.
dobies.
Don't
There's
run.
dobies.
Lucy,
They're
don't
coming.
run.
Shouldn't I finish digging?
No.
We can bury him.
They're gonna see the hole.
Okay, I'm gonna lay down in the hole.
Hunker down. All right.
No, I'm gonna lay down in the hole.
Who's got
So-
the antler?
So
Roll.
it's going to be a
Riggs?
group
I do.
roll. So whoever's got the highest charisma modifier is going to make a roll for the group. All right, and I'm going to give you your option. You can either all try and play it off together, or meaning where you do the group roll where half of you guys need to hit the target number, which is just going to be a basic target number of 10, or you can have the person with the highest modifier roll.
That'd be the guy in the hole.
Get out the hole and talk to these guys.
Actually, you talk the best of us. So get
Bosley's
Get
just
advantage?
worried that
yes, you gotta get advantage.
going to take off with the antler and ensure that we look guilty.
I'm feeling a little contained, man.
I rolled a 4 and a 1.
Oh, thank God.
So you're like, you lay down in the hole, you guys are kind of like, pretending, and they kind of stare for a minute, and they turn around, and they walk back. They walk back.
Are they finished? My nose back in it.
All right.
I got the full pile of dirt on my
Okay.
nose now.
So you dig down 3 inches. All right. You've got a
Full 3 inches.
full 3 inches.
Yep.
All right. You got a full 3 inches.
Yep.
Now
It's going deep.
the antler is about 8 inches long.
Yeah.
And it's slightly curved. So but if you laid it down, you could okay.
Lay the curve.
As long as the
Cover it.
All right, cool. So 3 inches deep. So someone make a note. Antler buried at the log, 3 inches deep.
That's you. It's your antler.
All right.
Make a note.
And then the other thing that I'm going to do, because we're not completely dogs anymore, is I'm going to cover the dugout part with stuff from around.
Okay, like
so
leaves.
a little
Good
better
idea.
camouflage.
Yeah. Actually, could I roll
Beer cans.
Because I spend a lot of time in the woods and I've seen a lot of things hidden. Could I try and aid using survival
To, like, camouflage
to
it?
help camouflage?
Sure. Yeah, give me a survive roll.
That was
That's
the
not
police.
good. No, I don't help at all.
Okay.
So we got a 5.
Okay. All right. So,
I got it.
but
Sorry, I thought you
go ahead and give me a survive roll, Riggs, just so I know how well hidden it is.
19.
Okay. Well, very nice. All right. So
Where'd you hide it?
Well, you can't even see it. That's good. Don't worry about it.
It's behind the log.
Oh, what did you say so?
It's behind the log.
No, I meant, jeez. We're going to get caught. It's just, you guys, with this group, we're going to get caught. I just know it.
Well, no, there's nobody around us.
I know. So that's why I said stop talking about it.
just so it makes sense in game mechanic terms. So the 19 survive roll, anyone looking for it would need to
Nice.
beat that in order to find it. So pretty well hidden. You feel confident that it's.
Well, it was good enough Bosley couldn't figure out where it was.
He probably didn't notice it was buried. Well, you did what?
Okay, well, now that we got that secured, what did you guys find anything for us tomorrow? I mean, we can only take clothes, or it's cheating.
All right, so as part of your clothing, I kind of look left and right and conspiratorially pull the thing out of my sack, and I roll out along 4 dirks.
Where did you get those?
That's not important. What's important is they're illegal in the calling, so we gotta hide them well.
What? But don't they search us? How are we gonna hide those?
Well, so I'm thinking that they're not gonna search us, cause, I mean, dog's honor, right?
I don't think the Elder does that.
Well, you talked to him. Did he talk to you about searching? Did he say we search him? You know,
He's-
pause honor on my part. I didn't carry anything out that I wasn't allowed to. I'm only wearing stuff that's in my clothing.
Yeah, he didn't really say anything about searching.
I mean, I haven't heard from anyone that they'd pat you down. Not that anyone's really talking much, but I don't think they would. In fact, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't search you.
Sew it into the clothing.
I look, when it comes to that, I'm all pads. I really can't sew.
Yeah, I mean, I could sew it in, but that's not. He was pretty strict on it. What it meant nothing else but the clothes on our back. So really, all I got out of that was.
Wait, so we're not even gonna be able to wear pants? This is bullshit.
Oh yeah. Do we wear pants? Oh, we do wear pants. So I mean, I don't think I want to take one then.
Are you sure?
Well, it's against the rules, and I want to make sure that if I do this, it's on my terms. And wait a minute.
You were gonna buy padded clothing. What are you thinking about?
No, wait a minute. I do want to take one because the rules say I can't, and who's to tell me I can't try to survive?
Well, the rules say you can't, and there are no rules. Ergo, I'm not sure I was going with that, but.
Well, and the point is actually you're right. Let's take the knives.
So look, let me show you the options. Option 1, you can put it up your sleeve like this. Option 2, gingerly, you can put it down your pants like this.
That
Option
seems
3,
dangerous.
it could be around back, miss the tail, and could put it in there. Although don't sit that way.
Both of those sound really dangerous.
Easter egg.
That might be the only way.
Do they come
Dog
with
butt
sheaths?
cheeks.
Do they come with little sheaths?
No,
No.
they're just.
Oh.
It's sort of like you've seen the thing where like chefs roll out their knives and they're just like in these little slots where they're just the bare knives. Yeah, that's basically what you have.
Option 4, I'm gonna shove mine down in my boots,
I was thinking of just wearing a jacket and putting it in that.
or that.
Wait, do we have jackets or clothes? I was just thinking like a heavy.
If it's on your back, it's on your
You
back,
got
right?
clothes,
Isn't that
yeah.
the rule?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's on
see,
your back.
Yeah.
So, well, it was said that nothing but the clothes on your back.
Right, that's what it
Clothes,
says.
yeah.
Be on your back.
Yeah. So,
But
Now-
a cloak is always one of them.
But the clothes.
you know that from previous.
Oh my God.
Well, you guys.
We probably weren't old enough to
Yeah,
see
you
last
have.
call.
This is the first calling you've seen.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm just going on what I think.
Yeah.
Then I got it. No, it's perfect. The clothes on our back. So all we have to do is we need 2 shirts and a jacket. We roll the knives up in the jacket and we use the shirts to tie it around our shoulders, and then all of our clothes are on our back.
Okay, you're getting the looks from me again.
It's just really specific.
In fact, I actually turned my head sideways. All right, just what I'm saying is, each of you guys take one, and then just get it on the boat, whatever way you think is going to work.
Oh, okay. Then okay, I'll pick one up.
Okay. So you
Bishop?
take a dagger. You got a dagger.
Yeah.
It's
How
a
big
dirk,
is this?
It's a dirk,
maze?
really. It's an 8-inch blade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm assuming for damage, if we get it, it's a D4
Yeah, it's a D4. Yeah.
Yep.
plus
I'll take
strength
one.
modifier.
Yes.
What is our bite damage?
1.
Unarmed. I'll have to look it up, but I think it's probably.
Doesn't he?
I have a
is
pretty
there
powerful
bite
jaw.
damage in the game?
I don't think that
It-
there's.
I don't think we
unarmed.
bite.
It could be. Yeah.
It's one of the.
I might.
It's an attack you can do, like your natural attack or whatever.
Yeah.
Everyone has the minimum chance of doing it.
So
Right.
so that means
It's a simple weapon.
All right, so that means it's going to be 1 plus your strength modifier.
Let's see. I can tell you.
I think it's just 1.
A bite. Yeah, I don't know if I'd like that.
A lot of times the bites are like the really basic natural attacks. Are like
Well, St. Bernards have
1d4.
pretty powerful bites.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just thinking in terms
I don't
of,
think that
you know,
matters.
Would I want to bite something? Would I
No.
want to put that in my mouth?
Not
I mean, I don't know where that's
necessarily,
been.
but yeah.
I mean, there are things that I can
in
clean.
a pinch.
You know,
You roll
but I need
dead,
to keep.
you
well, I
roll
need-
dead things.
Right. Well, I mean, I need to keep my mouth clean to clean things that need to be cleaned by my mouth, and that certainly
Well, if
is
bite's
things that I would
1d4 and dirk's 1d4, then I probably wouldn't take it. But if like bite's like 1, then I probably would take it.
But the other thing is with the dagger, you have like the distance more. You don't have to be right up personal. In the bite, you also get stuff in your mouth. What if you bite something poisonous?
Yeah.
Well,
Or gross.
but we have enzymes in our mouth to help defend against that stuff. And we like biting stuff. 'Cause we're
Yeah,
dogs.
Okay,
I'm
what?
not so sure about that. You're getting the look again.
Who has been teaching you about enzymes?
Right.
No.
We can't even make metal.
That sounds like a drink.
Yeah.
Did you have your morning enzyme? I mean, it sounds like medicine. Ick.
Touche.
And actually, I was thinking about this for you, Boz. You could put one in your barrel.
Yeah, I was thinking about it, but
I mean, I'm assuming
I
they
don't-
wouldn't take it. I mean, it's your dad. It was handed down by your dad.
don't know.
You're always seen around town with
that
it.
would mean I would have to give up a dose.
You're always seen around like you're seen
Two.
everywhere. Like always seen.
I don't
Hey,
think that's.
I
I don't know.
We
Is
could
that
put
8
all
inches?
4 in.
Yeah. I guess.
Well, no, what I was going to say is, should we talk to our friend? Do they have a problem?
What?
An intervention. Yeah, my dad.
We
talked
live in the
about that.
woods, you guys. You can.
We live in the woods.
An unarmed attack deals 1 damage.
Okay.
One damage,
One
okay.
damage.
That's probably their mitigation of like, don't just use your teeth.
No, plus your strength if you have a strength bonus. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, plus your
All right. So let's head back into town, and we'll
Right,
get
so-
ready for the calling for tomorrow.
All right. So you guys head back in as the afternoon wears on. Eventually, the Dobermans reboard their ship after conducting their business in various trades and things like that. The town is resupplied now for another 90 days, and eventually, they see them off and they head on back downriver.
Now, does the trade fair end in fair, or is everyone like, okay, trading's over, shut everything down, they go
So
back,
as the Dobermans leave, once
there
they're
a
gone,
party?
there's kind of an after party,
finish
there's-
all the carn
Yeah, it's like
pies that haven't been eaten,
feast,
that kind of
right?
thing?
Extra, meat, and people. A lot of the vendors are now, giving away a lot of the stuff that didn't get eaten.
Because it goes
So-
spoils.
Right, it's going to spoil.
That's
You
my
know, free
jam.
food and things like that. So now is a great time to, you're usually looking to recruit to like clean up, like, hey, free food. There's a lot of opportunities
This
to get
guy's
some
giving
free
away
stuff.
bags of barley. Ew, they're wet.
Yeah.
Let's get free stuff.
Free stuff, yeah,
Yeah,
That's what we're there for.
yeah.
Free stuff.
You got to wait till the end, but you can get the freebies then.
All right.
The breads that are going to spoil. The next day, nobody
we'll
wants the
help
day
clean.
old.
yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Bosley's got a thing going with Gary, and he's kind of got an understanding there, and Gary seems to know what Bosley likes and how to tempt his taste buds, and he kind of knows where he can kind of work in a minimalist approach to
Bosley knows what to
maximize the return on investment.
Yeah, he only lets me sit in the corner table though because I slobber and drool all over the place when I'm eating.
It's just sitting there, drips coming out of left, right.
Just splattering
left,
against
right.
the walls and everything.
So what happens is talk of the days of festivities starts to shift from the trade bazaar to tomorrow, and what now? Rumors start to run rampant on who's going to be. You hear name drops, things like I heard that they're putting together a team, because nobody knows. Unless you're like, yeah, we're going to be in the calling tomorrow. Here's my team. There's a little bit of that goes on, mostly back at the inn where people are trying to flex their muscles and size up other teams that identify themselves. But
We need Cordell.
for the most
Cordell
part,
needs to be spreading it that we're going.
Well,
And then we can say, we can be demure and say, oh no, it isn't us.
so what you're saying is you want Cordell to be like your manager?
That's what I'm thinking we should do.
Okay.
Cordell, you connect it up and
Yeah, Cordell is well connected, mostly because he
Supplies.
grows. Yeah, he grows tripweed, but and everybody pretty much, a lot of people know it, but he understands that quality control is a quintessential variable in successful business ventures. So it's not like he's consistent in his harvest.
we're all wearing shirts with Cordell's weed.
That's awesome. All right, so, but as you guys hang out and things like that, you hear of rumors and things like that of the other teams. You get the gist that there's probably 3 or 4 other teams that are potentially going at this thing. So, this being your first calling,
You can go more than once if you survive.
yes, you can go more than once. Typically, what happens though, from what you've heard, is that once you've gone, either you don't come back, or if you do come back, you may not want to go. It's grueling. It's supposed to be grueling and dangerous.
Gotcha.
Right? So
Almost nobody goes twice.
yeah, people don't go. It's like the Kobayashi Maru. You're like, dude, you don't do it twice.
Yeah. Either you can make it when you were younger,
Yeah, or you just don't.
You don't make
You're
it.
just not going to make it. You know what I mean? And it's like that small window of prime, and you as a dog, you're like, no, now's my time, right? So anything else that you guys want to do before the night ends and we move into the morning? You know that the teams that are going to be participating need to be at the dock at sunrise.
Bishop's gonna go tend to his items he has and stitch them into his clothing in between layers.
Okay. So what items are we talking?
So like the fishing line, he'll put cordage around it, make it go around the collar.
Okay. All right.
Same with the hooks, and try to hide the dirk
Okay.
where it's not obvious, obviously.
Okay. So the way the hiding of items is going to work is you're gonna give me a survival roll,
Okay.
and that's going to be the target number that anyone trying to see if you're playing by the rules is going to have to beat.
Yeah.
So you don't have to roll yet. I'll let you know when. Though,
okay.
But yeah, once you get to
Oh
it.
boy.
So anything. So you're gonna spend the evening trying to outfit your clothing where you
after
can.
eating and all that, getting
Okay.
ready, I'm doing that.
Anybody gonna do anything else?
I am gonna get a jacket, and what I'm gonna do is my hiding attempt is to essentially roll it tight and then wrap the arms around my neck so that the roll and the dagger are on my back.
All right. Anybody else? So then with that, we're gonna roll forward. You guys get a good night's rest, and in the morning, you guys all convene down at the dock where a large procession. Again, most of the people in town. There's leftover. Some of the kiosks are still set up, and then some of the local business owners are trying to, support, the calling by offering, refreshments, food for trade, different things like that, trying to squeeze out a little bit more business since the large gathering. But everybody comes out for this thing. You'll see that there are 4 other teams, and as things proceed, you see the first team is comprised of a group of companion dogs. Right, there are 6 companion dogs. There's a pug, there's a miniature poodle, there's a Yorkshire Terrier, there's a English bulldog, which is the biggest of them. Actually, not in the companion group, but small for a bulldog, but still seems to fit in with the group. And there's a Maltese and a Papillon.
We've seen that group around town. They got no
Right.
chance. No chance.
So they're first up. So what they do is they go out to the dock. There's a raft there, right? On the raft are 2 guardians, right? So they're currently, satisfying the role of guardian in town, right? They're not armored or anything. You know who these are. They kind of are like militia, if you will, night watchmen, that kind of thing. And everyone's at the far end of the land side of the dock, right? They work there as they walk their way as a team down to the dock. They're like, yeah, the Papillon's got like a Speedo type thing on. He's like, yeah, and they're scantily clad, right? Almost in an arrogant, like, yeah, we got this. We don't need anything.
I'm
right?
cheering for him too.
And people are cheering as they go because this, on the side of whether you think they're going to be successful or not, that's a big deal for anyone to be doing this. So they go down the ramp to the dock to the raft, where there's a conversation that's taking place between the 2 of them, right? Or the group and the 2 watchmen. And now they're working class dogs, so these are a couple of Malamutes.
Well,
Right?
not the Guardians.
The Guardians. The Guardians are Malamutes.
Okay.
So,
How the hell did they get Chuck and Norris? That's bullshit. Who are we going to end up with?
yeah, right. Leonard and Skinner, right?
Yeah.
And so, there's a conversation, right? And you can see there, like, one of the Malamutes is kind of, asking some questions. The other ones, are like, everyone's like, yeah, kind of in this mutual agreement thing. And eventually they bring them onto the raft, and the raft pushes away, and it starts going up. They start pulling upstream. They're gone for about close to 2 hours before you see the raft come back.
Wow.
Right? So it's going to be a long event. So let me rewind for a second. Prior to the first group going on the raft, the elder welcomes everybody to the calling. Right? Congratulates the teams that have decided to embark on this endeavor, and explains the conditions. Right? The conditions are such that you may enter as a team of up to 6. Your objective is clear. It is to you will be offloaded and onto an undisclosed location. From that point, you will be on your own with the only thing that you have to utilize are the clothes that you wear. No weapons allowed, no food allowed to be brought, no items of any kind permitted to be brought. This is a test of will and perseverance and critical thinking that will weigh your survivability and your ability to work together to be successful in finding the shrine. Upon which, if you find the shrine, you'll be tasked with overcoming a series of challenges that will then put you in a situation of making a very, very, very life-critical and life-changing decision. Once you've navigated and negotiated those obstacles, you're then to return here. You have 3 days to return. The first team to return with the relics is the victor. All right?
So it's possible, at a game, it's possible that more than one team could come back with the relics.
Yeah.
It's never happened,
It's never happened.
but it could.
And it's kind of, I think there's probably an underlying assumption that if you are the team that you get to the shrine, the relics are there, you secure the relics, you're probably not leaving any of the relics behind. Because then all of a sudden, if you've got a group of workers that are just more, they don't need to sleep or something like that, they just run all night long, a bunch of sled dogs, Iditarod dogs or something, just run all night long, and then pass you up, that would be a great loss, even though if you got there first. And so it's pretty, you're going on an assumption like, hey, if we get there and we get there first, we're taking everything, we're leaving nothing for everyone else.
So something occurs to Riggs, and he starts realizing if more than one person could find the shrine, that means the dogs in town are putting the stuff in the shrine. Unless we have to keep finding different shrines, and how many shrines could there be? Yeah, this is a setup.
It's a test.
Yeah, Riggs is figuring this thing out. This is a setup. This is the people. Somebody in town is putting shit in the shrine for us to find. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, it's a test. Yeah, it's an absolute test. Everybody knows this is a test and a rite of passage, right?
And if they're getting left off all the way upstream at different spots, it seems to me like it's another setup. I'm not so sure about this. I mean, I don't think we should not do it, but now that I'm thinking about it, what if the Elder likes? How in good did you get with Elder yesterday?
I talked to him for probably about a minute, and then I was in the conversation for about 10.
Okay, all right, that sounds like a good. So if the Elder likes us better, maybe he drops us off closer to the shrine. It's not like the Elder doesn't know where the shrine is. Yeah, okay. Well, I think there's a good chance. We got a decent chance right now.
Yeah. No, yeah, I think we got this. Of course.
Okay.
So then it takes 2 hours for the boat to come back.
Right. So yeah, the raft's gone. By the time it leaves the dock, it's gone for almost 2 hours, but before you see it again. All right.
And then is it going to be Chuck and Norris that are going to take everyone up now that I'm realizing it?
Yep.
What about the antler?
We did get
Are we just going to leave it here, or are we going to sew it onto our clothes also?
Yeah, we're going to leave it here.
Because
Okay.
We won't need it until we get back. Well, we might need it before then.
Well, as an artifact of the Dobies, I don't think we want to be caught with that when we're going on our call. And we're going to need it to take over Doberton.
For our eventual
Right?
conquering of Doberton.
All right. So the next group up is an all working class group. All right. There's a Mastiff. There's a German Shepherd. All right. There's actually another Saint Bernard, younger. It seemed more fit than you, in better physical shape. There's a Shar-Pei. So another group. So you guys are the fourth group that are going to board the raft, right? So you got a working class group. You have a group of runners, or the third group, and they're all stretching. They seem very, they're like the Swedish gymnast team, yeah.
wristbands.
Yeah, they're all like, they got trainers and stuff, they're stretching,
I'm shouting out at all my friends. Woo!
You're like, yeah!
They're all in my friend's spandex.
Yeah, right, yeah. Exactly. They're wearing the Adidas jumpsuits, warming up, Yeah.
I'll see you there.
A couple of them in yoga pants.
Right. They're just, putting on, hair oil to, improve the aerodynamics of the run, But, so, it's just, yeah, exactly. The Brill cream, the sports cap, the goggles, they're like, yeah.
It really makes you go fast.
So they're obviously really, into it. I mean, they've really studied hard and practiced, they seem like very well-oiled, machine,
so
you know?
to speak.
Yeah. So, they board, and people cheer them on. They're like, "Hey, we got this, we'll see." Being a runner group, they're a group full of runners, and you're going to assume that their strategy is going to be to move quicker than anyone else, right? But it doesn't necessarily mean that they're able to pick up the scent or pick up the track or find the clues that they need.
No, because they're runners. They don't use their nose.
Right,
They're
but they're banking on the fact that they're going to be able to outmaneuver, with their sheer speed, they'll be able to get there quicker, right? And then you've got a Fetals group, a variety of breeds again, that kind of saunter up the ramp, like, seem kind of humble and, all right, cool, yeah, we're going to do our best, that kind of thing, Don't buy too much into the theatrics of the crowd cheering them on like the runners did, but just kind of board quietly and just, kind of do their thing, right? And then you guys are up next. You're the fourth group.
Cordell, where the hell are you, man?
Right. So, I don't know. You didn't necessarily when I was asking. Did you want to seek out Cordell to be like, hey, we want you to represent us?
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah,
okay.
I totally did.
All right.
Cordell, come on, man.
And so as you're looking around, you see that Cordell is over by the edge of the dock talking to somebody. There's some dogs that are kind of like, making sure that people don't go down the dock and things like that. And then as people come on, the teams come on, that they're by themselves going up and nobody can hand them things. Cordell's down there talking to somebody at the main entrance, and he's got his paws up like, hey man, what's the matter, Bruce Springsteen? This is Shidoshi, right? So, as you guys, you notice that Cordell's there, and he's like, see, they're here. I told you they'd be here, right? So you guys come walking up, and I'm like, hey, I'm just telling these guys. So these guys are like, what do you call them? Like judges, maybe? Huh? No, not judges. Like fans. That's it. Fans. They're fans, right? And they're here to make sure that you get off, to a safe start. And I'm just letting them know that if there's any way for me to, support them on their journey, I think care packages might be a good idea. There's challenges with weather. There's indigenous species, wherever they may be going. There's insects. Things like that. I mean, ticks can be a problem. So, but they're not really buying it. So I don't know. I think you guys are on your own on this thing. Are you sure you want to go through with this?
You missed the whole point.
What?
You were supposed to get us fanfare coming down. Nobody yelled for us. Well, all right.
Yeah, people are cheering. They're cheering for all the teams. Yeah.
It wasn't like we wanted. I mean, we wanted the serious cheer.
How do you
need extra stuff on the boat?
How do you think all these people got here? I got them here.
Hey, we should probably go. Thanks for trying, though.
Yeah. He's all, hey, for what it's worth, I really do care that you guys make it back. You mean a lot to me. All right. I'm not going to say that twice. So, yeah, okay. So come on.
We continue on to the boat.
Right. What'll do it? Hey, I've got a great idea for some marketing promo stuff when you guys get back.
Yeah. We'll be back.
All right, good. I'm going to have maybe get some shirts made or something like that, Hometown heroes, that kind of thing, Maybe get a dish over at the Twisted Tail named after you. All right? All right, cool. So, Pugsley Pud or something, All right, so you guys are ushered down the ramp to the raft where the two Malamutes are there. One of them's like, are all you members of your team here?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
This is everyone.
Just the
one of them looks at Bishop. Right. Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Right, you're kind of known around town. They're like, all right, cool, yeah, that's all right. He's, Bishop, dude, yeah, all right. And says, well, so you've been advised of the rules, and
everybody else is in freaking Speedos. We're completely
right.
closed up.
You've got like something rolled on your back with like knives stuck in it. You're like going to the Arctic.
Coats.
Hippie backpack on. It looks like a parachute. Hey. They say, are you guys carrying any weapons of any kind? Any
just my
trinkets?
biting wit.
So at this point, I need everyone to roll me that survival roll to see if either one of them notices what you guys have hidden. So
Nat 20.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Nat 20. Very good.
23.
23. Okay. Wow. Josh rolled an 18. He's doing pretty strong.
I'm very nervous, but I got You said it was
That's
one.
surprising.
Oh yeah, survival. So, actually, that's not too bad. So that's 4. That's 22.
Now,
Holy crap! I have the lowest bonus
Wow.
for survival.
Jesus. Wait a minute.
Well, no,
how'd you get a
I'm proficient
23? You put your 17 or whatever in.
So wait, so
And
do you put the
wisdom, because
proficiency
you got plus
bonus
2
in?
to wisdom.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
So, yeah,
so
it's
I
plus
have
2 there. And
I
then
have
whatever
3.
bonus.
I have the
Nice.
plus 3 and plus 2 in wisdom. So I
Wow, you get
did
plus
that
5. Wow, nice.
16. I rolled an 18 plus
Wow,
5.
23.
Shit,
All right, so Bosley,
Oh, I was forgetting proficiency bonus.
did you get a proficiency bonus?
Okay, all right, that's how.
But
it
you
goes
rolled a
both
nat
ways.
20,
I'm
which
like,
is
oh
which
my
is
God.
which is a different than just modified 20s. All right, so Bosley, what do you have? What are you smuggling onto? What are you trying to smuggle onto the ramp? Onto the raft? Are you smuggling?
So yeah, I
anything?
just had the little dirt that everybody peer pressured me into bringing.
Okay. So
and his barrel.
yeah, as they start to question you, you get very nervous. Go ahead and make a saving throw.
Can I just fail this one on purpose?
You can. You want to fail it on purpose?
No, actually, the botch might reveal my.
So if you can fail it on purpose, the botch, and then
I
it's
don't
going to
think-
add a
yeah,
piece of
I don't-
fortune to the bowl.
Yeah, I don't think that's worth it because in this case, the botch
Oh.
could.
And I am adding to the fortune of the bowl for the completion of the scene of the Doberman trade
okay.
bazaar.
Nice.
So there are two
Dobie
pieces,
trade fair.
going into the jar.
So I think the risks in this case outweigh the benefit. So I will roll.
Okay.
And
Remember that this. Okay, so
19.
19,
18,
you're
18.
good. The DC's 12. All right. So you made it. So you keep your cool. All right. And then so what is your was your total concealment or survival?
18, 19, 20, 21.
21.
I did
First
the
one.
I did the first option,
2.
which was up the sleeve.
Second
because
one.
I have some wide.
17
sleeves.
plus 2 is a 19, but still not
Oh.
enough. So you're ushered by onto the raft.
Oh
Right.
man.
So Bishop, you got a 23, right?
Yep.
Okay. They usher you onto the raft.
My total is a 23 with the nat 20.
Okay. So nat 20, and then what did you get?
And then I got.
Did everybody get over a 20?
Yeah, I got 22.
Jesus. All right.
Because I didn't realize we were adding proficiency
So
bonus.
yeah,
I just
had
know
somebody
I
like
got
failed or something, your nat 20 would have been so good that you would have provided a suitable distraction to get them.
Nice.
Yeah, no.
We're
know?
some sneaky
So
dogs.
now, let me just see if I roll nat 20s
This
here.
be the only one.
Nope, and then okay. So, all right, they're like, okay, yeah, and they said, best of luck to you. This is the finish line, which the first team to return here, the winner.
Now, is the raft going to be left upstream for us to bring back?
No,
We got to get all.
you
the
got
way
to get all the way back on your own.
Oh, well, now it got a little hard.
That's why you have 3 days, all right, to get this done.
So how far are you taking us upstream? I mean,
So as you guys, they start pulling up the
Right,
river,
I'm talking about
you start
this.
asking questions.
Yeah. So how far are you taking us? I mean, if we had to just walk back, just nothing. We succeeded. We're now head back. Just from where you're dropping us off, how far? What do you think it is in hours to walk back? Seems to be a pretty hard question. I'm scared.
It's probably about, a well-navigated trail, 12 hours one way.
So you're saying from where you're dropping us off, it would be 12 hours to walk back. So if we leave once you drop us off, we basically wasted half a day. Okay, this is gonna be a little harder than I thought. Did you guys ever do this? Did either one of you guys make the call?
No,
Couldn't talk
Did you guys
about
ever
it
try?
if they did.
no.
Are we gonna know?
They're pretty
like,
stoic,
Right.
Do we get any direction on which way the temple is?
Well, you're letting us off on the correct side of the river, though, right?
Yes.
Do we get a general guide of which way to go, or are we just rooting around in the woods until we find it?
All will be revealed once we reach our destination.
Oh, okay.
So I try
And
to
I just
sit quietly.
pace back and forth.
Yeah.
So they pull up the river for a while. And eventually, the river splits, and it goes to the left and to the right and creates this Oxbow Lake. Right? So an Oxbow Lake is where the river's eroded the bank, and it's created this ring of water that goes around and what's left is this island. So the river flows up, and then it goes all the way around this big island, and then continues flowing downstream, the opposite way you guys are going.
Is it on the island? Is it there?
So they pull up and they go and they maneuver the raft to the left, and then they go up a little way, probably go up about another mile, and then they pull in to a small little clay beach,
To the
and-
left, as we're going up, not to the
left
island.
fork of the river,
Yeah, and then
and they let you up. They let you up on the island.
On the island.
Right. They said the shrine is located somewhere on the island. You and the other 5 teams are competing to find that shrine, get off the island, and back to Muttinshire with the relics. Remember, you have 3 days, and your time has already started.
This is not good.
And at that point, they usher you off, and they turn turn their backs and they paddle away.
All right, well we gotta go.
This isn't a very big island.
No, and
It's actually as the river opened up, you can see it's a fairly large island, bigger than you realized. It's
All right. Wouldn't it be funny if the elders set this thing up and there's actually nothing on the island, and we're all just set to kill each other? I mean, think about that. If they were trying to reduce the population in Muttinshire, what would happen if they would send all the dogs? We're all the strong dogs.
That goes against tenet number one, not two.
That's a good way to keep down the male population. You know, I'm beginning to not like the elder.
What? Where are you jumping to all this from? We haven't even started. We can't conspiracy.
All right, so I got into something to you guys last night. I was over with Cordell, and I tried some of the trip weed last night, and him and Delaquan were kind of telling me their thoughts on why not to go, and I mean, it's making sense.
You can't listen to them when they're on trip weed.
Yeah, you can, because I would see it. I'm on trip weed, so it negated that they were on trip weed.
Did they tell you that?
Well, no, I figured that one myself. Why? You don't think it's right?
No, it's wrong.
I'm on trip weed.
No, it just they make it. So they say stuff. I mean, because we've all heard them when they've been on trip weed.
We're wasting time. we need to go.
Let's go.
Okay. So it's somewhere on this island.
So it's gotta be.
So you were the fourth team, right? So you are 8 hours in. So you have 36 hours. You're 8 hours in. So you really have.
No, we should. 3 days. We should have 72 hours. Did they cut it already?
No. You're 8 hours into. What did I say? How many hours?
36. So
sorry.
72 minus 8. So we got dipped.
Oh yeah.
Wait. So I rescind what I said. I think the elders against us. See, this is it. The elders against. We need to get off this island and survive.
You know there are 3 teams with a small head start ahead of you, but
small.
You don't know. What you don't know is you don't know if they compensated your location.
Like the track thing.
Right, like, you know, maybe they put the first team in a more difficult location.
We're like 6 hours closer.
So I'll take I'll jacket, I'll unwrap it, and then like take the dirk out.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull the dirk out of my shoe.
All right.
I'm gonna pull my stuff out.
All right. And what you see, you're on a small clay beach, right? A small strip of clay. The water's kind of splashing up, you know, from the river, and you can see that there's dense foliage. There are no real, you know, like large rock formations you can tell, but dense foliage to be sure. Very jungle-like almost.
All right, step 1, we need to secure food.
Well, wait.
You guys didn't eat all day yesterday.
We all ate this morning. Let's go.
Yeah, we should just go for right now.
Okay, but as we're going away from the river, it means we're going away from water. Just pointing it out, you know.
Yep.
Dog needs a couple of bowls of water every day to survive.
That's true, but we don't have anything to carry the water in.
I get it.
So maybe we should go explore a little bit. Let's go a little bit in. Do you want me to run up ahead and see what's there?
I don't think that's a smart move, but what do you guys think?
I'm just
gonna
gonna
go to
start running in
road,
circles.
put my paws in and grab a couple pounds worth of water.
Okay.
Take it with me.
Okay. Take it with you.
Here's my belly.
Okay.
At some point, I'm going to realize there's not much left. It just kind of lick water up my paws.
So I spend a lot of time. Any of you, are you better in the woods than me? Or what's your survival?
My survival has a +5 on it.
Okay, yeah. So you're the best. So then I'm the second. So then, Bishop, do you wanna
I'll
lead
take the
us forward?
lead. Yes.
Okay. I guess we should just look around, see what we can find. Maybe there's something on here we can use.
Yeah. So everyone, give me a survival roll. This one's gonna be a little bit more difficult. We're looking for 16s on this.
Hey, I got 19.
9.
21.
Okay, so 16s. Anybody got a 16 or higher? You start looking around and you see what appears to be some type of, you know, as you start looking at the overgrowth and things like that. Since this only happens once every 7 years, but it appears that it looks like maybe someone's been through here recently. It's not super obvious, but from what, you know, from your survival instincts, especially yours, Bishop, you're thinking this might be the way. If others have come this way, and if they're dropping people off at the same, spot for this contest, I think someone's been here before.
Can we smell any other dogs traveled through here recently?
What you don't smell anything. What you do smell is like this kind of fishy smell up on this clay beach. It's a little like just has a weird smell. Maybe it's the sediment that you're smelling. Something in the sediment of the mud. You know,
I put a paw into it. Does it seem like the mud? It's muddy.
It's muddy.
Oh yeah.
I
Rolling
say
in
we
that.
follow the trail.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm rolling in that.
Okay, all right. That's what scares the critters.
Yeah,
Actually-
lead the way, Bishop.
Okay, so
Okay.
we're gonna move forward on the trail.
Okay, you're gonna follow the trail. You think
Slowly.
you've got something. You don't know what it is, but you're gonna go with that
Yes.
and follow it. Okay.
Wait. That might be them trying to get us going on the wrong trail.
Stop smoking the weed.
He's
Follow.
already naturally skeptical.
So we're gonna go slowly.
All right. So we started at dawn. Sunrise is 6. Sunrise is 6 a.m. So,
So
6.
we started at 2.
All right. So at 2 p.m. So this is the beginning of teams. So at 2 p.m.
We get dropped off on the beach.
team gets dropped off. All right. So you're gonna follow. Everyone's in agreement. They're gonna follow.
Yes.
All right, Bishop's trail. All right. So as you start to navigate through the foliage, it's very thick, very dense. It's going to slow your movement down because you're literally pushing your way through. And it's very hard to follow this trail. Like there are many times where you think like, oh, you're really second guessing yourself, but you're like, nope, trust my instinct. Right, this is what I do. Right, but give me another survival roll. And this time, give it to me at advantage. 2d20. Take that.
21 again.
21 again. Okay, cool. So you're confident that you're still on this trail. Several hours into the jungle, right? Everyone roll me a d6.
5.
6.
3.
Okay. So who had the 6?
All right.
Riggs, you hear something in the distance.
Did you guys hear that?
None of you heard. None of you hearing what you hear is, you hear like bugs and things. The sounds of this strange kind of, jungle-like. It's not like the woods at home. The environment has changed for some reason, and you're not sure why. But this is more like overgrown. This is like a bunch of overgrowth. There are trees, but it's almost more jungle-like than it is woods-like, right? It's still woody, but it's changing, it's shifting. And you hear the wind has carried something, a sound you've never heard before, but it give me a survival roll to see if you recognize the familiarity with it.
9.
Okay. You heard something, you're not sure what the noise was, but the wind carried it and it gave you the chills, like, whoa, that didn't sound good.
You guys didn't hear that?
I just had a question. Since I have keen observer, do I roll again since it says for D20?
No, this was just something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You guys didn't hear that? I mean, got the hackles on the back of my neck. I'm not sure what it was. I don't know. Are you sure we're going the right way, Bishop? We're still following your trail. I put my paws up in quotes, the little air quotes.
What did you hear?
I don't know if I can describe it.
To you, it sounded like, best way you could describe it was like a sound of an animal screech, or an animal, not a howl, but like a screech, and then abruptly stopped.
It sounded like something screaming, and then cut short.
Okay.
You remember when the elder did that thing he called the Wilhelm scream and then choked in the middle of it? Like that.
Well, that doesn't sound good.
We're
it
gonna
didn't
keep
sound good.
we'll keep following the trail, but I'm gonna pull my weapon out.
Okay. So you pull out the dirk.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
If
I'm
Bishop-
pulling out my dirk at Bishop.
Yeah,
Okay.
Bishop has the dirk out, and it's like, oh.
All right. So
Everybody looks at Bosley.
How drunk are you, Bosley?
I pull my barrel out,
okay.
just in case.
You pop the
Just in
cork.
case it gets a little stressful here.
Okay. So remember, it carries 6 draughts of
Yeah.
of the corn liquor. So.
Carn whiskey.
Yeah, the corn whiskey, the corn liquor. It's not corn liquor, it's corn liquor. So you guys are another 4 hours, so it's now 6 p.m. And it's beginning to get, dusky, twilightish looking. Like the sun will probably be down, we'll be down within the hour.
So as kids, as pups, did we ever go into, not the woods, but the woods just outside of town within our local environment? Did we ever go out there and spend the night in the woods? Is that a thing we've done?
Yeah.
All right. So it's not completely foreign to us.
No.
Okay.
Bishop, we might want to find some shelter.
Yeah, we're gonna let's look for some shelter.
Okay. So everybody go ahead and, so actually it's going to be a group survival roll. So whoever has the highest bonus will make the roll.
Oh, I rolled a 9.
Okay. Did we get advantage on that from before?
It depended on if we were doing an individual roll.
Yes, if
it
we're
was
doing
yes.
the 2 thing, and he does get advantage.
If we're all
Oh, so-
rolling,
okay.
it's
Advantage,
no.
yes. That's what I thought.
Oh, that's much better. That's a 14.
Okay, so you're 12 hours in since this thing has started, right? And the sun is starting to go down, and it is. So now we're talking. We're 7 o'clock p.m. and the sun it's getting dark. and you pick up a different trail. The trail you'd been following was one you were following signs of where the foliage had either been maybe pushed out of the way or wasn't growing naturally in the overgrowth. Something was inconsistent with it. But now you've caught on to a different set of tracks. You're looking at a track that the track print looks like it's either taloned or has a sharp, long claw to it. Because what you've got 4 long slashes and one directly behind it in the middle. Okay.
Would I recognize
And
that as a bird?
it looks like they're they're staggered. They're all
Would
set.
I
So
recognize that as a bird foot, like track or whatever?
no, because birds don't have 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's 4 in the front and then one right in the middle behind it. You know, so
That
it's like that.
looks
The
bad.
four when are kind of spread out a little bit, and you got this one in the back.
Bishop, you've been staring at that track for a while now. Is something wrong?
You've
Yeah.
not seen a track like that.
No, I don't know what that is.
What do you mean you don't know what it is? It's a dog print, right? It's a paw
No.
print.
It's a fake.
It's not a paw print.
No, it's a fake.
claw
I'm telling
print.
you, that's supposed to scare us. Now, I'm a little less scared now. I think the elder made a mistake putting that there.
Well, wouldn't there be?
Bishop's gonna slap Riggs and tell him to calm down.
All right. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
All right.
It looks fake.
Get a hold of yourself.
I mean, nothing makes a print like that. The Dobes don't make it.
Well, no, and they shouldn't be on this island. Well, we gotta find shelter. We gotta.
Is there just one print now? In the waning light, I'm gonna look around.
No,
and
there are a series
There's
of prints.
more than
right.
okay.
It
Yeah.
looks but with your roll, it's obvious that this thing walks on all 4s.
Yeah, we're gonna. Oh. Okay, yeah, we're gonna look for somewhere to sleep.
Are you going to go in the direction that the
Are we
tracks are going?
Yeah, are we gonna follow the tracks?
No.
Somewhere? Oh,
Okay.
No, we are not following the tracks.
Okay.
And also, we're gonna gather stuff to make fire.
Okay.
I'm gonna smell the track.
So, all right, you smell the track. It doesn't smell like much. It's cool in the temperature here because of the dense canopy, and that is. You think that the tracks. I mean, while the ground is soft but not muddy. You know, it's enough that whatever this thing is has enough weight to it where it's, if their claws or talons, if you will, have dug in enough for them to be obvious. They're not real big. They're about the circumference of the dog bowl on the table.
Oh.
That kind of thing.
Okay.
And they're not like huge. It's not like a dinosaur or something, you know.
I just had a thought. Do we know whether or not the shrine is made of stone? No one told me. We should have asked. You know how we could have won this one easy? We could have burned the whole island down. Walk into the shrine and had it made.
Okay, so we might come back to this trail later, but we're gonna go somewhere else to camp.
So now you're gonna veer off from the trail you've been following, because the trail you've been following now goes in the same direction that these tracks go.
Oh.
So you're saying you want to go off track, basically. You want to go into the woods, you know.
Well, about 100, say about 50 feet off the trail.
Okay.
All right, so now when you're talking about building a fire, are we building a big fire? Anyone bring flint and tinder or
That's what I did.
you got that past the guards?
Uh-huh.
That's great.
Oh.
Okay.
Flint and steel, and
All right.
we'll look for some tinder
I
and all
say we
that.
build a bonfire.
Too big.
Burn the place down.
I say we start here.
Okay.
So, we have to search for stuff, right?
Yes.
Yes,
So
so
give
we
me a
need-
survival roll. Yep. You get advantage if you're gonna roll in for the group.
Okay, 23.
23. Okay, you find plenty of tinder.
Oh yeah.
Now, how big of a fire are you gonna make?
Oh yeah. Hang on a second. I'm
big
gonna
one.
walk 11 paces from end to end. Make the circle.
An
from that.
average size campfire.
What does an average sized campfire to you look like?
Bishop, about this big.
No.
Riggs is trying to let you know what it should be.
Can I go running like in a
I
perimeter?
guess, I don't know, like a foot wide or something like
Okay,
that.
so like a foot diameter kind of
Are
thing?
you
Yeah.
kidding me? That won't keep anything away.
Foot and a half.
Okay.
But also material finding a something thick.
Well,
to
with
make
your
like
survival roll, you found enough tinder to
Yeah.
successfully make a fire to where you don't need to make a roll.
Oh, okay.
Right? So
Perfect.
because you've got flint and steel, you've got a flint and steel, so you can get a fire going.
Yeah.
It just takes you
Hell
a
with
few
Tinder.
minutes.
Bosley, come here. Help me get this log in there.
Do you guys want me to go try and find some food in the woods?
We should do that. Someone should do that.
I can go while you guys.
But they
work
shouldn't
on
go
the fire.
alone.
Okay.
Yeah, teams.
Okay.
I'm with Bishop.
All right, Lucille.
Okay.
I guess that's me and you.
All right, Bosley, let's go. I'll be sure to go nice and slow for you.
Hey, don't hold yourself back on account of me. I'll catch up.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. So I'll scout ahead, but I'll be sure to leave trails for you to find.
So
I don't wanna
Lucille
go
and
too
Bosley
far.
are going away from the camp,
Yeah.
while Riggs and Bishop are making the
Like-
fire.
Oh yeah.
Bosley's like the aircraft carrier, and he's like the fighter that just like zooms around and checks out around
Okay.
there.
So you're kind of like traipsing through the woods. And so how far ahead are you going to be from Bosley?
Just so that I can see him.
Okay, all right. How far are you going to wander off?
Let's see, what, 100 feet, I think would be.
100 feet? Okay.
Yeah, because going a perimeter around the camp and like that, attempting to keep them in mind where they are as best I can.
Okay, all right. So, and you're looking for food, right?
Food,
Okay,
yes.
so food to you would be, well, there's a lot of things that might be food. So go ahead and give me a survival roll.
I'm assisting.
So then I get.
Well, you're 100 feet away.
Oh,
Oh no! I'm not 100 feet from him.
Oh, yeah, I'm like, how far away from Bosley are you?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
like
thought we were
20
saying how
feet.
far are we
Okay.
going in?
Yeah, that you
100
meant.
feet away from the campfire?
Yeah.
100
Yeah.
feet?
I'm going to go out searching for food. 100 feet's not very far.
Okay, I don't have a good perception for
I'm
feet
looking at it
wise.
like, Lucille, you gotta go farther than that!
I think they meant like 100 feet in a circle, so like.
Well, it's not much
That's not very
It's
far.
not. Oh, then if you guys are fine with me going out farther than that, that's
I
fine.
mean, I was like, okay. You know,
Let me go this way. If you can still see the fire, you're too close.
I can still see you.
So then,
I mean, there might be animals over there.
I'll
there
be
might be
unfettered
berries over
then.
there.
I'm just gonna be running through the woods.
Okay, in your
Keep the fire
in your
in mind.
frustration under Riggs' instruction, you're like, damn it! You take off running.
Fine.
All right.
Screw you, Riggs.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna be searching for food.
Damn it, Riggs. Okay. So go ahead and give me a survival roll. So Lucille takes off in a sprint.
I mean,
Right.
I'll trot behind her. You
You gonna try to like keep pace with her?
I can't possibly.
Right.
keep
You know
pace
she
with
can
her.
outrun you in a heart.
Like I
I'm
said,
thinking about Bosley's got black eyes
Look.
all the time. That barrel's like bonk.
Bosley, Bosley has
like a
known
rhino going through the
Lucille
woods.
since they were pups. Like he's never been able to keep up with her, so that's why he developed the ability to follow her by her tracks.
Well, with Lucille, you typically don't follow in a straight line behind her.
Yeah.
What you'll do is you're like,
Okay,
she's going
like,
that way. You know,
by
at some
her
point,
scent,
You know, at some
rather.
point, Lucille's gonna
Yeah.
break off left or right. What you do is you just cut like 90 degrees and hope to intercept.
Right. Cut the
Right.
corners. Yeah.
Yeah.
Make
Okay.
yeah.
Because
If you've
otherwise,
ever gone walking through the woods with dogs,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
walk up the path,
Yeah,
and the dogs
totally.
run down
That's what
the
I was
right-hand side,
picturing.
come up the left-hand side,
Oh, yeah.
come dashing across
they
the
circle
right
you
side.
constantly.
And
Yeah.
you're just like, it's like watching Scooby-Doo going down a hallway with the doors.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
The dog goes off one side, and it comes back on the other side. How the hell did you get over there?
Yeah.
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 Pretty much.
All right.
It's like 23.
23. Okay. So you see up ahead. You've wandered, much further than 100 feet. To a point
Middle
where
finger in the
yeah,
air.
You don't.
Yeah.
It's now really, really dark, right?
Ugh.
There's moonlight, right? But it's barely giving you any type of light. You're getting bits and pieces through the canopy, but you can see up ahead there is some type of large berm of earth up ahead. Right? It's not like you're like. Almost like you're not sure if your eyes are playing tricks on you or not. You can't smell anything, but you see that there's a small hill, maybe about 5 foot tall and about 10 feet wide up ahead. And you're like,
Well, that's interesting. Okay, I'll pull out the stock, pull out the dirk, and just kind of looking around and say, well, let's go check that out, and just start walking towards it.
okay. Are you gonna wait for Bosley
Yeah,
to catch up?
I'm plodding
Okay.
up behind,
Okay.
and
Yeah,
right
know
before I
Bosley
get there,
Bosley
Okay.
always catches up eventually.
takes off again.
So as you close the distance, you're about 20 feet away, and go ahead and give me a perception test, which is going to be your intelligence.
Is it intelligence or wisdom?
I
think it's
wisdom. Perception actually is wisdom. You're right. It's wisdom. You're looking for a 14.
Will you guys let me use one of the things? Because if not, that's a lot. But actually, no, don't worry about it. It's a 5. Oh,
So-
wait, 7.
Okay.
Excuse me.
So, as you get closer, you don't smell anything, but you hear something. As you take your first step on the berm, you kind of stop because you hear this chittering noise.
Do I recognize it?
No.
Okay.
It seems to be coming on the other side of the hill or from inside the hill. You're not sure which.
Press on the hill with my foot.
Okay. So as you push your paw into the dirt gives way a little bit. It's soft, right? It's like well, go and give me a strength roll.
3.
Okay. So a 3 is not so hard that you break through, but you push on it and it's almost like it's in these thin layers of it's like baklava almost, right? And you push on it kind of just gives way a little bit as your paw kind of breaks through the first little layers. And as it does, you feel like this very subtle vibration in the hill. Weird.
That's
strange.
Weird.
I mean, it's so slight that you almost don't notice it, but you're like, weird.
Where's Bosley?
So eventually you hear Bosley traipsing through the woods.
As soon as I can, but
all right.
I'm very hesitant to just climb up this giant mound here.
Well, you're not sure. So as you come into
kinda
view
big.
of Lucille, you see that Lucille's kind of standing on this hill, kind of looking back at you. All right. As you come traipsing up.
Bosley, there's a weird hill here. It's crinkly.
So am I able to climb up it, or do I
You can climb up it.
Yeah.
You gonna go up it?
No,
I mean, you're not gonna know whether you can climb up it or not unless you try and climb
No,
up
yeah.
it. All right.
I'll just kind of pace back and forth along the edge of the hill.
Okay.
Why don't you want to come up here?
That doesn't seem safe, Lucille.
Well, I mean, it's crinkly and it shakes a little, but it's fine. Wait, why would it be? No, that can't be it. I must have imagined that.
What do you mean it shakes a little bit?
I don't know, my foot kind of buzzed.
I think you ought to come down from there and maybe we can look around a little bit.
Alright, and I'll just run down it.
Okay. So you run off of it. All right. Cool. All right. So you come back. Bosley was I don't know.
We wanna take a closer look and smell the base of it and see if it smells like anything.
Okay. So you want to approach and try and get a whiff.
We wanna walk around it and smell it and yeah.
Okay. So as you kind of start to circle it, go ahead and give me a perception test, which is going to be wisdom.
14, 15.
Okay. So as you get on the far side of it, you notice that there's something on this side of it that, when I mean this side, I mean on the opposite side that you approached. It doesn't look like a burrow of any kind, but it looks like a hole maybe. In the limited light, it looks like there's some type of circular orifice there. You don't see anything.
Lucy, maybe we ought to get the rest of the pack over here.
Well, it's just a hill. I mean,
It's kind of a big hill.
yeah, but I guess there's nothing really inherently interesting other than it being a big hill in the middle of nowhere. Where is this nowhere? Anyway, yeah, we should probably get back. Well, did you find any food on the way following my trail that I missed?
No, it was hard enough just keeping up with you, I have to say.
Because I didn't find any. This is the only thing I've found so far running around.
Well, maybe we can call the other two dogs and we can see what's in there. But I just think we ought to do it together.
Okay. Well then let's go back to them and see if they want to come out. We could howl out for them, but then we'd be alerting all the other dogs on the island.
I guess that's a good idea.
All right. So now both of you roll me perception test. Actually, everyone roll me a perception test. So wisdom.
9.
That's one.
Nat 20.
I rolled a 9.
9. Okay.
19.
19 and
22.
22. Okay.
Well,
So,
up with
Wait,
our
you said
dice.
perception?
perception. Yes.
Is that by
Hearing. Yeah.
Hearing?
So
Oh,
you get
okay.
advantage, right?
Yeah, I do actually.
Right.
11.
Okay. So 16 or higher, right? If you got over a 16 modified, you hear a very distinct sound. With your nat 20, you know without any uncertainty that it was a yelp, and then it fell silent abruptly. You guys heard what sounded like maybe a dog yelp
From opposite direction of our camp.
in the distance. The way the sound gets carried with the wind, it's hard for you to tell what direction it came from.
Riggs has no idea with the nat 20. I'm just asking from which way it came from.
It came from, if you're staring in the direction that Bosley and Lucille went,
Yes.
right, it is going to be, if that's 12 o'clock, it's at 10 o'clock.
I have no idea where it came from.
And if you and you're thinking that if it was Lucille and Bosley, they covered a far, they wandered a long ways away from camp. But it was definitely one of those, you know, a dog was silenced. You know?
I don't think it's ours. But what do you think, Bishop? We go check out. We go get back with them. And I reach into the fire, grab a burning stick.
Hot stick, yeah.
Well, no. One that's
yeah.
hopefully got flames on it.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Yeah, we'll take a couple torches and go look.
Okay, all
Keep
right.
in mind, this is a burning stick, not a torch.
Right, it's not a torch,
A
right?
burning
Yeah.
stick.
Yeah, so it's like a hot coal at the end of it, right? It's a burning wood,
For
right?
a little while, it's fire.
Yeah, you could put some clothing around it, some cloth, and you know, but it would burn fairly quickly.
I left my jacket.
We're
the
gonna
dog's coat.
we're gonna use Lucille's jacket.
Are you?
Yes,
What do you? That's Lucille's.
It was.
Hell.
it was. We'll cut it into strips
All right.
Don't leave anything around this guy.
All right. So
because I'm concerned about what could have happened to them.
you guys hear this, or you do? I think did you both get 16s or higher?
Yeah.
You heard a yelp, a dog yelp, but then it was cut silent. You know, but you like, is that a dog? You second guess yourself with your roll, but you're like, that's a dog. You know,
Am I thinking there's any chance that the last sound that I heard was a similar sound to this?
yes, you think that this was
Possibly that's the same-
possibly
second
the
number
same type of sound that you heard before. But this was much more resonant.
So as we're watching, I was saying, Bishop, that sound I heard earlier, I think it's the same thing. We should be pretty careful going where you lead.
So you
Bishop
guys are going to go off in the
leads.
distance that Lucille and Bosley went.
Yes,
Okay.
we're gonna follow their trail.
Okay, all right. Go and give me a survival roll. You'll get advantage if because
20.
20?
21.
21. Yeah. You pick up their trail and you start moving. Meanwhile, the two of you, what are you going to do?
Did you know where that came from? I couldn't pinpoint it.
Well, it must be a dangerous island if not everybody comes back. So,
Yeah, I feel bad. Like I wish I could help them.
well, I know, but we're not here to help save every team on this call.
Well, I mean, if we could help them, I mean, we should. They're still our friends, people we grew up with.
Well, I can't argue with that. If you want to go after it, Lucille, I'm right behind you.
I just don't know which way I'd go. I'd get lost trying to find them.
At least let's howl out to Bishop and Riggs and let them know where we're going.
We're going to head on the other side of the island.
Dude,
We're going to keep the fire
well, let's keep heading back towards them. We shouldn't. Maybe they heard it too. It might be closer to them. Before we just go running off, I want to help, but I can't leave you guys to do it.
I think that's probably the wise choice.
Okay.
And so we'll.
Bishop, you hear that? Sounds like someone's coming our way. I draw my dirt.
Okay, all right. So
it's in the
both
woods.
you got everyone roll. So the two of you roll a perception test, and the two of you roll actually survival. So both teams roll survival.
Oof.
It's basically a stealth roll.
7.
7. Okay, so the two of you don't hear each other. Right?
7.
Are you serious?
We all rolled 7s?
Nuh-uh.
Did all four of you roll 7?
I rolled a 7.
You
even
rolled
though
a 7.
I have the.
Well, you have plus 5, right?
Yeah.
So you have a 12, but
Oh, you
but-
ruined
But
it.
it's still a
Josh,
7.
you have a 7? The three of you don't hear each other. Bishop's the only one like,
Hey.
they're over there.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You can go to scent, so someone's coming.
Someone's coming.
Yeah. And based on your tracking, you're like, they're up ahead.
Yep.
I wonder how much farther it is.
Hey, Lucille! Boz, is that you?
Oh, shoot! I like quickly, you see me like scramble, like I just got scared, and like,
Behind the bushes.
yeah, like bolt behind a tree for a second.
All right.
And then I
It's all
like,
skittering. You hear this skittering and bushes move really
That's
fast.
Lucille.
That's Lucille. All right.
I know that skitter anywhere.
She's a little
Okay.
skittish.
So we come up on them finally.
Did you guys hear that?
Yes.
oh, it's you guys. Hey,
You hear Riggs. Did you hear that?
Riggs.
You guys are like 10 feet away. You see anything?
Oh, you guys have lights. Oh, or you guys.
Oh, I forgot. You guys have
Yeah.
the burning sticks. So you guys see
how did we
these.
not see?
You see these two like burning lights that are moving through the woods coming towards you.
Burning sticks over with strips of a jacket.
Can we? Do we have infravision? Can we like see
No.
in the dark of some sort?
We don't have night vision.
Dogs don't see in the dark.
This is whack.
Cats have some type of nocturnal, like,
Yeah. So okay. So we come up on them, meet them up.
So again, did you guys hear that?
Yeah.
It sounded like a dog, just like yelping, and then nothing.
Somebody might need help. Did you guys hear where that came from?
I'm pretty sure it was that way.
No, I'll look. Is it the way that he's
Okay.
pointing the way we just came from?
So he's pointing. He's not pointing the direction you just came from. He's pointing a little different direction, like in that general direction, but not the same direction.
Like
you
towards
guys
the dirt
think-
hill?
So here's my concern. It's dark. All we have are these coals
Yeah. Do we
to
have?
light our way.
Do we have? Well, did you guys wrapped him in the jacket?
He did.
Oh.
I didn't feel it was right to carry a jacket,
Oh, okay.
so I have a burning coal at the end of a
So
stick.
I'll say, well, if we all get sticks like that, then we can go look.
How'd you make that?
Yeah, that's really good. How
Here's
did you-
more cloth pieces. That's was yours.
Wait, that looks like my. Oh.
Oh.
So
Like Grandma
at this
gave
point,
me
at this
that.
point, everyone, no one needs to roll a perception test. But you hear in the distance, you hear a series of yelps. But you also, at the same time, mixed into those yelps, you hear a different sound. You hear a growling type of sound, ferocious. Like a sound that like maybe a raccoon makes when it's cornered.
All right, so tell me you guys didn't hear that.
You all heard that.
We have to.
And it's coming from it's off in the distance, but it's echoing through this
I
where
was
you're
hoping I
at.
didn't hear that right.
We have to go help. Wait, how close are we to the camp?
So
You're
Okay.
you're probably like 100 yards from camp.
I have to go help.
We
All right, so
give me.
unless you're resisting, you're like somebody's in danger.
So
You
do we
feel
want
the
to go
need-
help or do I resist?
Well,
I
so if
see
you resist,
that
you're gonna make a
urge.
saving throw.
I know.
No, I say, make some of those sticks. I'll run and get. Wait, actually, you have the cloth. Let's make some of those
May I
sticks and let's
suggest
go.
this would be a great time to fail the saving, putting fortune in the bowl.
Yeah, that's true.
So you're going to fail. You're going to intentionally fail your save for
Yes.
your overwhelming compulsion to need to protect old dogs. Okay.
Yep.
So all right, that's going to put one in the bowl, and you are
he's
going
off.
to move on. You drop down to all fours and move towards the sound.
Is the torch in his mouth or?
No. Yes, you're gonna.
It has to be in
yeah,
my
you're gonna be in. Yeah, the torch's gonna be in your mouth, and you're gonna. He's gonna start moving through. He literally does not say, "Come on." He just
Nope.
he takes
I'm
off.
gone.
Man, damn it, stop running like a canine and run like a dog! And I put the torch in my mouth and run on all fours too. Damn it!
All right.
Bosley, we gotta go, and I'll put the dagger in the handle of my mouth,
All right.
and then just
Everyone's got some in their mouth.
all fours just go.
All right.
You hold the dagger like this.
I guess this is what Dad would do. And I'll just try to keep up with him.
Drink.
Yeah.
My
Okay.
dad would do.
So
No,
you
Dad
guys,
was the good
you
one.
guys
I was
move
the bad
through the
apple.
woods, and you come. You can hear up ahead that it sounds like rushing water. Right. Now, Bishop, as you start to move, you're gonna come to a kind of a halt, if you will.
Yeah.
As you realize as you come out of a clearing of the trees that you're up at the edge of a cliff, and it's like a 30-foot drop down. At the bottom, there's a bunch of water running out the side of the rock that's spilling out into this channel that's making this creek, but it's running into this small little narrow corridor that's creating the sound of the rushing water under pressure, basically. So you come to a screeching halt as you try and assess your situation. As you've gotten close, you've probably run the distance of like maybe 3 or 4 blocks, right? And the sounds become more obvious. There is some type of combat, if you will, going on. You've never heard such a sound before, but there's something. There's a primal, ferocious, growling, scathing sound, and then there's obvious dog sounds, right? And that obviously there's something going on, right? The sound of that. Bosley, go and make a saving throw.
8.
8. So the stress of that is too much for you to bear. You stop running and pull out the keg. He's like, I can't take it. It's like, I need a drink. Okay, this is too much. All right. Next in line is going to be Lucille. You're like darting through the bush, right? Go ahead and give me a dexterity check to avoid running into Bishop as you're like flying through the, head down.
No, that's good. 24.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Yeah. So you come like to a screeching halt, like as you see that Bishop's sitting, kind of alert on all fours, looking out over this 30-foot drop, and it drops down and then continues flat. You're looking over the tops of the trees though, from where you're at, and there's rushing water down below. There's a cliff. There's a fault that that separated the shelf here. Next is going to be Riggs, who's running. So go ahead and give me a dexterity check.
That is a 17.
17, you're good. You stop as well. The three of you notice you guys are all here. Bosley's nowhere to be found.
Who was running with Bosley? Lucille, that's your partner.
What? But Bosley will be here in any second. He always comes behind me.
All right. Shh. Let's listen to it.
Now, are they like? Can we? Do we see them 30 feet down below? Or?
No. You just see it's more trees, right?
Okay, but
you can hear. You're getting closer to the sound. Right?
We
So
think
you
we
can't-
need to go-
Okay.
Coming up the canyon.
It's traveling up the canyon. yeah.
Okay, so we gotta go.
The
right.
wind's
Wait,
carrying.
So we're gonna
Let's
go
think
along-
about this. Hold on. Think about this. Relax for a moment. If whatever it is battling another group of dogs, how badly do we want to win the call?
Not badly enough that we leave our friends to die.
Damn it. Thought you were going to say that.
Doesn't matter. Have to help.
All right, Bishop. Lead on.
Okay, so we're gonna go along the
He
cliff,
just
the
jumps
cliff
off the
face
cliff.
towards it.
You're gonna try and find a way down.
Yes.
All right. Are you gonna wait for Bosley?
You guys will go down first. I can make it down the fastest. I'll wait for Bosley.
Okay, so yeah, well, me
Yep.
and
So
Riggs
you're gonna start
will go.
looking for a way down.
Yep.
All right. So give me a survival roll. If you guys are gonna work together, then give me one with advantage.
And
Yep.
actually, at this point, since there's already a commotion down there, since Bosley's coming up, I'm not gonna think any more than to give him a woo, just like a little hey, we're here kind of.
17.
All right. 17. All right. So you find a way down. It's not easy, but it's going to require you guys to make dexterity checks going down.
Okay.
But you find a way down.
Yep.
You found the hardest way down here. Damn it, Bishop.
So you come back and like Bosley, you come kind of sauntering up, right?
And I'm like waving the torch, looking
Basically
for
like a glow stick.
Oh,
you're
hey,
like,
Lucy. How's it going?
right. Bosley's obviously been drinking.
Bosley. We don't have time for that.
Loosening up a little bit, Lucy is. No
Okay,
big
come on.
deal.
We gotta go there. We gotta get down this cliffside. They're down there somewhere.
come on.
Take the
I'm right
dexterity
behind
rolls.
you.
I have left the coal-headed stick at the top of the water.
Okay. All right. Top of the cliff.
Yeah.
All right. The water's down below at the
Oh,
base.
okay. I thought the water was coming out,
That's
so I
right.
just
You
dropped
have
it.
the only torch. We didn't get time.
So you're up
to
on
make
top
the
of the
other
cliff.
ones.
There's a 30-foot
Yep.
drop, and then at the bottom, there's water rushing out of the side of the rock, and it's creating this creek down there.
Oh, it's coming out of the side of the rock at the
Yeah.
base.
Mhm, at the base.
You thought waterfall as well.
Yeah, not a waterfall. It's down below.
That's good to know.
Okay.
All right. So you're gonna lead them down?
Yes, I'm gonna
Alright.
lead them down.
So you're gonna give me 2 dexterity checks. Target number's 12
Okay.
for the first.
So 2 16s.
Now, their dexterity checks. You shouldn't be at advantage.
No. I was rolling for the first roll. That was 16.
Oh, you rolled twice. Is all.
Yeah.
reason.
So that was 16 plus 2, so that's 18 for
Okay.
the first one and the second one.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, same roll for both.
Yes.
Is that what you're saying? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you managed to navigate and kind of work your way down. It's a squirrely little
Now,
run with a
are we
cutback.
proficient for dex checks?
Yes.
All right.
Oh shit.
First one is a 12.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Second one is not.
Okay. So first one, what did I say? Was a 14?
Oh, that's a 12.
Or did I say 12? Yeah. Sorry. First one's a 12. You make it. Second one
Is an 8.
is an 8. All right. Cool. So now I need you to give me a saving throw. It's going to be a dexterity saving throw.
Damn it, Bishop. You always find the hardest ways down these things. If we would just take some time, be a little more cautious, not be so impetuous.
Then you're gonna hear me say, "Stop your bitching."
You should
see,
stop
Mike.
talking to me, or you're gonna fall off the. Oh, there you go.
Does it show on the character sheet the saving throw types there? Here we
Yeah.
go. Saving throws.
So normally our class would determine what we're proficient with.
Okay.
So otherwise we would not be proficient in any of them.
So dexterity saving throw. So you're going to make a dexterity saving throw. DC is 12.
Okay. I am not going to make it without Fate from the Bowl. What do you guys think? I have a 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go
All
for
right.
it.
We got 3.
Okay. Remove one.
And it's worse. So that's a 4.
That
Okay.
keeps happening.
So you stumble and are going to fall.
Man, damn it!
Poor doggy.
Bishop!
You tumble head over heels
Ow!
for the rest of the
No!
way
Ow!
and suffer 3 points of damage.
Oh boy.
And it hurts. You land at the bottom, on a pile of rocks. You felt that one.
What are they doing down there?
I'm too old for this shit.
And I'm gonna hop down next. I'm gonna start climbing down.
Okay, go ahead and give me a dexterity roll. First one's 14 or 12, sorry.
Bishop, don't just stand there. Help
Natural 20.
Natural 20. You basically run down halfway and then hop down the rest of the way and land on all fours.
Oh, sure, Lucy found the easy way.
It was just right there, guys. That rock, and that rock. It's like easy. Bosley, you got this.
Bloop, bloop, bloop.
I'm not bothering
It's a
to
loogie.
attempt Lucille's path, but
Alright.
instead I'm going to find my own path as well as I can.
Okay.
And I'll run right over to
So-
Riggs.
18,
Alright.
19,
So
19.
okay, so you find your own way halfway down. Make one more roll.
Oh boy.
Since you're finding your own path, it's a higher target number. The second one's gonna be a
11.
16.
Are we proficient? What do we determine?
Yes,
So 13.
13. That is a fail.
That's going to be a big dog following, so you guys might want to go.
Now, you've been drinking. So, now, what are the effects of your drink when you're induced?
You ignore the first 2 hit points of damage.
Yes, but
Oh,
I think,
yeah, I thought it was -2 to hit, or
Was it -2?
Minus 2 to hit and plus 2 damage.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. So, are you going to use a fortune chip or no? You're gonna
It doesn't hurt that much.
Probably
take the damage.
We got 3.
safe. Yeah. Okay. I'll use one. I mean,
Everyone in agreement to let him use
Yeah.
one?
Yep.
All right.
who
cool.
knows? It'll
Okay.
probably be worse to give you some.
Ghost rock.
Yes. 17, 18, 19,
Okay,
20.
so you make it. You start to stumble, you catch your foot, and you're like, oh, you got this, and you head the rest of the way down.
Thanks to the Scooby
All right,
snack.
so that's everybody.
Yeah.
Everyone's down at the bottom. All right.
So I'm running over to Riggs to help Riggs up. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
That looks like oh man, I wish I had gone first. I could have shown you the right rocks to use.
Now that you guys are down below the ceiling of the canopy, you see up ahead. So there's a small stream of water here, and up ahead, maybe 50 feet, there is a small fire burning. There's some type of illumination that's flickering against the protection of the trees.
Can we smell the fire from here? Is there anything cooking, or is it just like?
You don't smell anything cooking, but this noise of whatever is going on, this altercation,
Still
all of
going.
a sudden abruptly stops with several dog yelps.
We gotta get over there. They might be hurt.
So, we've just fallen down a cliffside.
Well, one of us did.
You fell down the cliff.
You fell down. Right?
I'm just being inclusive. Now you want to go run into where we just heard dogs no longer...
If you need to rest here, that's fine. I'll go. But
All right.
Bishop,
Let's go.
we gotta go.
Yes, we're going.
Okay, all right.
And Bosley,
I'm with
Okay,
you guys.
I'm going to add a piece of fortune as you guys are playing your traits well right now. So I add a piece to the bowl. The curiosity is getting the better of you. Your innate ability to that natural born protector in you is taking precedence over other things, including your own safety of the group. That Riggs is lobbying his case, going, "Look, guys, we just fell down a cliff, right? So, I'm just a victim of a shark attack." Okay. So
Bosley may not go if not.
so you guys are going to move
following
forward
Lucy.
towards the fire.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. As you guys,
I have both ears pricked up.
all right, whoop, whoop. Are you guys all moving in the same direction? Are you spreading out, or
I have my dirk out, and I say we should. I don't know how to fight Bishop. You're
Spread out.
Spread out. I run like 15 feet here.
Not that far, but
I spread out 1 arm's length from Bishop.
okay, all right, one arm. Okay, that's good.
I'll stay over here.
And 1 step
One
behind.
calling. All right, okay. So as you guys move forward in your formation, as you get closer, the scene that you come across is gruesome. You come up. What you're looking at is you're looking at the companion group. The companion group. There are 6 dogs there. The terrier, the little Yorkie, is like kicking its hind legs as it looks at you as you guys walk into the firelight. Something with either sharp claws, sharp teeth, something has turned this into the campsite into a bloodbath. And all 6 dogs, none of the other 6 dogs are moving. The terrier is kicking its hind legs as it looks at you with fear in its eyes and
God,
expires.
is that velvet?
If none of you do anything, I'm running over. So if
Well,
actually you're
I'm
the
gonna-
protector.
I'm the
so
one who would check to see if anyone's alive.
As you run over, it stops moving and expires.
And as you're looking at him, I'm gonna run to each and every dog.
Well, that's where we'll stop.
Oh.
Thank you for listening to another NCRP Productions podcast. To stay on top of everything we're doing, you can follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and like us on Facebook, all at NCRP Productions. You can show your support and help us continue to produce content by joining our Patreon. We offer additional podcasts like our B-sides and have GM materials, maps, and other fun things you can discover over time. You can find our podcasts on YouTube, Anchor, Spotify, Apple, Google, and many other fine podcast sites. Just look for us at NCRP Productions. We value your thoughts, so please don't hesitate to leave us feedback or comments. And if you would like to contact us directly, you can email us at ncrpproductions@gmail.com.